Hey guys, this is March the 18th, 2024, and you're looking at the sun. Wanted to see if we could get any sun winks today from the sun. You know, sometimes it'll pulse and blink at us. And we need these transmissions from the sun. We need this to activate our light codes. Okay? So, just wanted to see what we can get from the sun today, because I saw some people online last night who caught some kind of objects, green objects next to the sun, or blue or red, or people are catching strange objects next to the sun, you know, with their cameras. So I wanted to see if maybe I could catch something, or see if there's really anything there. So I'm going to leave it out here for a while and see what we get. And if it blinks at us, if it starts pulsing, then that means it's sending out light transmissions, and that will help us, okay? That will activate the light codes in our bodies, you know, and awaken us. Oh, it's kind of windy today, so I'm scared the wind's going to blow my computer over. So you might see it wobble some. But anyway, I wanted to tell you guys something. If you're being hit in the head or anywhere with the directed energy weapons, and you're going to know it if you are, because you're going to have some kind of symptoms. You're going to have pain in your body somewhere. If you're getting hit in the head, you may have dizziness, you may have nausea, or you may have headaches, or you may have pain somewhere. If you're getting hit anywhere else, you're going to have pain somewhere in your body, or you're going to have some kind of strange sensations. You may have a pulsing or like a tingling sensations in your hands and arms. It may feel like, you know, your hands are going to sleep, or your arms. You're going to have some kind of symptoms when you're being hit with these directed energy weapons. Now, for the past couple of days, they've been really hitting my head. I've been waking up with dizziness and nausea. I'm talking about extreme nausea where I was throwing up. And it's really been bad this time. I mean, they've hit me in the head before, you know, and I knew what it was. But this time it seemed like they were really like zeroing in on my head this time. So I just want to point out to you guys that if you're feeling any kind of pain or any kind of odd sensation anywhere in your body at any time, okay, no matter where it is, you need to get up from where you're at. You need to move from your location, okay? You need to get out of the crosshairs. Get out of the crosshairs, because you are under attack, okay? And I had my sister call me and said, well, she said, I'm sick. I'm having all this vertigo and nausea. And I told her, I said, where are you at? She said, I'm in the bed. I said, get up out of the bed. Move from where you're at. And then, you know, I told her what else you need to do. But the first thing you need to do when you know you're under attack is to get up and move from your location. Get out of the crosshairs. You are being hit with a weapon, okay? So many people don't realize this, and I think this is why so many people are having heart attacks and strokes and brain aneurysms and seizures. It's because they lay in their bed, and when they feel this pain, instead of getting up, they lay there and they let this weapon hit them, okay? The longer this weapon can hit you, the more damage it's going to do. So, and I realize a lot of people don't know that they're under attack. They don't know that it's a directed energy weapon hitting them, and they lay there hoping it'll get better. Or sometimes they might be sitting in their recliner, and all of a sudden they start having chest pains. Instead of getting up and moving, they sit there, and the longer you sit there, the longer the weapon is hitting you, the more damage it's going to do to your body. So get out of the crosshairs, folks. Get up and move. If you're standing in front of your kitchen window and you all of a sudden just feel like all the energy's being sucked right out of your body and like you're going to collapse, you got real weak, you're being hit with a directed energy weapon. Move from that window. Get away from that window. Go and find some kind of shielding to put over your chest and to put over your head and to put on your ears. Go get your shielding, okay, and put it on. If you have to go back and stand in front of that window, you need to cover that window with either sheet metal or bubble foil. It doesn't matter where you're at or what you're doing. If you start feeling like you're getting sick, you are under attack. If it hits you right out of the blue like that, you are under attack with the directed energy weapons, and you have to move. You have to get out of the crosshairs. This is very important because a lot of people who've had heart attacks, hold up, this computer's starting to wobble. A lot of people who have had heart attacks, they told me, well, I went to bed and I started having these chest pains, and I felt like I was just really weak and tired, and they lay there in the bed and they wait for it to go away. But honestly, when they're laying there in the bed, that's when they're being hit, okay? They need to get up and move and get out of the crosshairs. Same way for people who sit all day in their recliner. I know lots of people, because I take care of the elderly, okay? I know a lot of elderly people who live in their recliners. They never, hold on. The wind's really, really blowing today. I know a lot of elderly people who live in their recliners. They never get out of those recliners. They get up when they have to go to the bathroom or go, change clothes or something, and that's it. They go right back to the recliner. This is the worst thing you can do, folks, especially nowadays, because these people always end up getting hit all day long with these directed energy weapons, and the longer you sit there, the more they can hit you, okay? And you're going to have a heart attack, you're going to have a stroke, you're going to have something major happen that's going to kill you. So this message is to warn the people to get out of the crosshairs. Get up. If you're in pain, if you're feeling sick, get up and move. Now you can get up and if you can find some kind of bubble foil or something to put over your chest, or if you got some kind of shielding you can put over your chest and your back, or you can get your bubble hat and put it on your head, or put some kind of protection on your head and your ears. And then maybe, if you want to go back to bed, maybe you'll be okay as long as you got your protection. But you have to take steps to protect yourself. You can't just lay there in the bed when these directed energy weapons are hitting you. And by the way, that reminds me, nobody should ever sleep in a bedroom without their windows being covered with either sheet metal or bubble foil. Nobody, ever. Not today, not with what's going on today. Nobody should be sitting in a living room watching TV unless their windows are covered with sheet metal or bubble foil. Nobody. And you can also, hold on. Some of my windows, most of my windows, I've got bubble foil over them. But some of my windows in the bedroom, I've got that insulation, that has the, like the aluminum foil on the outside of it. I've got some of that over my windows, covering my windows, and then I've got the bubble foil over that. So this is really cheap. This you can get this insulation, this bubble foil pretty cheap, and you can cover your windows, and this will help protect you, okay, from these energy weapons that shoot through your windows and then shoot under your doors. They can shoot under the cracks around your doors. They can shoot under your doors and through the cracks around your doors. So you're going to have to try to seal the cracks around your doors, and especially under your doors. Because I had a directed energy weapon that was sliding underneath my door and was hitting me for the longest time until I realized what they were doing, and then I just started putting blocks in front of the cracks around the door, around the bottom of the door, and that stopped it. So knowing what's happening and figuring out ways to protect yourself is the key, folks. But the number one thing you want to do, if you're getting sick, if you're in pain, get up and get out of the crosshairs. Move. Move. Anyway, I think I shared what I did, because the last couple of days they've been hitting me really hard. I've been having a lot of dizziness and nausea. And so what I did was, well, usually I just get up and get my bubble full hat and put it on, but sometimes that's not enough. So what I had to do was I had to soak my scalp. I had to soak my scalp with the castor oil. Now the castor oil will work. It'll block the frequencies for the head and the ears. The cotton balls soaked in castor oil for the ears will block the frequencies for the ears. But sometimes, you don't always want to go around with a greasy head. So if you don't want to do the castor oil, there are other things you can do. Like, I know I had some of those, I found one of those ice packs, that you freeze, in the freezer, and you stick it down in your lunchbox and stuff. I had one of those, with the water in it, and I took that ice pack, not frozen, it wasn't frozen, because what you want is the water, because water will shield the frequencies. So I took that ice pack and I just kind of stuck it up inside of a little baseball cap, and I wore that on my head, and that helped. That helps block the frequencies. That cut out that cut out the nausea, and that cut out the dizziness. That and the earplugs, the cotton balls with the castor oil in my ears, that helped. That stopped it. So just wanted to give you guys some tips, because there may be some other people out there, and I know there are, because if they're hitting me, they're hitting other people with these directed energy weapons in the head, and these are some tips about what you can do. Okay, you may have some better tips. You may come up with something better to use on your head and your ears. And if you do, let us know, because we're always looking for solutions, okay? Always. Now, I don't know the sun, if we're getting any more. I want to leave the computer here for a few minutes and try to get some more, see if we can get some pulses from the sun. So I'm going to leave it for a few more minutes, but that's pretty much all I wanted to say today to you guys. Yeah. Kind of hoping I could see what the sun was giving us today. So I'm going to let it sit here for a few more minutes, and I will talk to you guys later. Love you.